Hello guys, so today, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be doing a rant regarding the balancing of rows by BIollante. So if you guys are just coming off of my stream, very long one today, 8 hours, but we did max rows by BIollante. I was noticing during my leveling of this thing that it was insanely overpowered, and my expectations were thrown out the window with this thing. This thing is way too overpowered. Well, let's start off with what makes it overpowered. So the V move, Blossom Reprisal, starts you out with a second moveset that grants you 4 abilities. The first one being a wall. Let's start off with that. The wall is a very short cooldown, roughly 15 seconds, just going off from my experience, haven't really looked at the actual stat of it, but that's what it seems like. It's very spammable and can block almost any beam. You can beam through this one hole, but as long as you just step to the side of it, you're good. This thing does not deserve to be anywhere close to this good. The wall can be used to block, so beaming road bio is not an option. So, okay, if beaming is not an option, let's go in for close quarters combat. That brings us to our second ability, the Blossom Lament. So Blossom Lament is a flower, well, a spore that spawns on the ground, and if you try to step in it, you get affected with leeching, and it grows over time. So like the tiers will go up to sometimes even 70. The thing about the rose is that if you are in it as another kaiju, you are dead. There is no escaping death. The Vampiric Lint, bent, I don't know, but that thing. So whatever damage another kaiju takes from leeching, that HP is received back to Rose BIollante, and this scales with percentage and tier wise. So now Vera did put out a hot fix to cap the tier to level 5, but with my experience going into a private server where it's supposed to be a new server, yeah, it is not fixed at all. So what's up with that? The flower is just far too good. There is no, if you get out of it, you're already affected with leeching for roughly 5 seconds, and Bio will just rush you down with its third attack with a speed buff that's granted. Let's move on to the third attack. So Blossom Misery here. Blossom Misery is a little trap that you can put down. And this trap, if stepped on, will activate a 4-second stun and give leeching tier 1 for 15 seconds. Now, the problem with this thing is that it's very hard to see. Only signifying sign is the smoke it gives off. So once you're hit by this thing, BIollante has free reign to either just put a flower on you and get you with more leeching and give itself more HP, or just melee you. What is going on with this balancing? What was the thought process with Rose BIollante? This thing is supposed to be a predecessor to normal BIollante, not feel like Beast Bio. This thing 6,500 max HP. The melee DPS is pretty solid, and let's not forget, the fourth ability can be stacked 6 times to make your melees do over 600 damage. And we're not even fully done through the abilities in the V move. So, on to our last ability, we have Blossom Purgation. Now this sends spikes towards your enemy, dealing 15 seconds of leeching, and stunning, not stunning them. And for 15 seconds, and it's instant. It's instant damage. So now it may only do 100 damage, but it will cancel their regen and give them that infliction of leeching, which will give you HP back and make them lose HP, obviously. And now you may, it's only tier 1, so what's the problem with it? Well, if they're already inflicted with leeching and you use this fourth ability on them, it gives them another tier of leeching plus another 15 seconds. Now imagine this. Imagine someone has tier 10 leeching. It's about to run out. There's 1 second left. However, you use Blossom Purgation on them, instant damage, and they get affected by 15 seconds of tier 11. Tier 11 leeching. they are basically dead. Depending on their HP, of course. Now, Rose Bio is going to get a shit ton of HP back. Probably maybe 2k HP back, and most likely win the fight. So, let's move on to its matchups. So, by the time this video is out, Cole Bald's how powerful or whatever, how strong, I don't know what he titles it anymore. Video about Rose Bio will be out. So, I'm not going to, like, well, you don't want to be spoiled about the matchups regarding this, but, we fought various different kaiju ranked from Destroy at the G19, and Rose BIollante lost one fight. This is excluding level 1000 Manila and the Admiral Argo, of course. I mean, realistically, well, what's it gonna do? Now, if it was able to do something to kill them, that would be a absolute nightmare. So, the only kaiju we lost to was Des, and these are just the kaijus we tested. Once we were done with how powerful with Cole Bald, he left, and I had some friends still on the server, and we tested it. It beats T. Rodan. T. Rodan, one of KU's rebalancing nightmares, loses to this thing. We've had so many released kaijus over the years that have been broken. Well, not actually years. We've had released Des, had released Cleric, we've had Chrono with that 2000 damage parry. We've had Cleric, of course. We've had Nutcracker, which is his heal is still not nerfed. We've had like way too many things that have just been unexcused. I mean, how many times is gonna be enough? How many times? Because this is what, like the like 10th time this has happened, and there's 70 kaiju in the game. So what are we having, a 15% chance for a broken kaiju every single update? Like, this cannot continue. This thing is the second best kaiju in the game currently, and its matchups, it has 3 losing matchups. It loses to Destroya, Kiryu, and the Argo. The Argo is just sky camping, considering Rose Bio doesn't exactly have a beam. And Kiryu can range it to death with its beam chaining and its salvo spam. Not to mention Kiryu is a lot faster than Rose Bio, so if you do try to rush it, you're maybe only going to get 2 ticks off. And Des is just Des. Des has always been OP. There's no surprise there. But, I mean, like, this, like, what was going on in the cooking process? What type of gourmet food is this? This is food from the dumpster. This is dumpster diving. This isn't the gourmet food we were promised. I mean, when we all saw the teaser, we were like, hell yeah, man, Rose BIollante. It's going to be the requirement for Beast Bio, and we're all excited for this new kaiju after 3 weeks of no Kaiju Universe update. Well, at least kaiju update. And what we get is a very nice looking model, very, very nice animations. But a broken kaiju, like completely brain dead, that's dirt cheap. 25,000 G cells for a level, and a level 30 kaiju. There have been multiple kaiju that are dirt cheap, such as Amanda, 7,000 G cells, yet it destroys a lot of things. Literally on par with Ultima. What else? How many times, and I'm sorry if I like keep repeating myself, but it's like, I'm just at a loss for words how this can continue to go on. Like, how many like times are we just gonna be like, okay, you know what, we'll get nerfed, right? It'll get nerfed. Amanda still hasn't been nerfed. It's been months. Nutcracker finally got nerfed, but it's healed. The major thing that's broken about it hasn't been nerfed. Ultima, a top 3 kaiju, well, not top 3, sorry, like top 5 kaiju, which is maybe 8 kaijus in the entire game, gets shredded by Rose BIollante. That is 1/20th of the price. I mean, it's like, what is going on? I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm not asking to like test this thing. I mean, just have more people do it. Because from what I heard, there's maybe like 2 or 3 people that test these new kaijus. I mean, you would think that balancing wise, KU would have gotten better over the years, but really, it's just gotten worse. We went from release Des to release Cleric Manda, Nutcracker, Rose BIollante, Cherno Alpha, 2000 damage parry. I mean, I'm sorry if it's like, I feel like it seem unhinged, but it's like, I've been playing this game for 3 years, and this has gotten way too frequent. I don't want to rely on, oh, it'll get nerfed after a couple days. Let's make it really overpowered on launch. I mean, it's something everyone can get. 25,000 G cells can be obtained in like maybe 15, 20 minutes. And like, that's not even including G cell boosters that exist. And then XP boosters level your Geigen level 30 in a matter of maybe like an hour at most. And Showa Geigen's not a bad kaiju. It's super easy to use too. I mean, Rose Bio, these status effects are easily the best in the game. Fire, freeze, toxin, none of them even touch, well, even hold a candle to leeching and vampiric link, sorry. I mean, how can balancing of something this, like, be this poor? Now, I'm terrified for Beast BIollante. If this thing is 6.5k max HP, who's to say Beast Bio won't have 8,000 max HP? Who's to say Beast Bio won't be the next Destroyer? And now that poll was held that will remove the levels, but if people can just rebuy it, because I mean, DICE said there's not going to be a time requirement on it, if they're just going to rebuy it, what's that going to do? Oh, maybe 500,000 G cells down the drain? Boo-hoo. They get all their levels back for something more broken than this? Than Rose Bio? Rose Bio only loses to 3 kaijus. What is Beast Bio going to beat? Everything? Gonna have 0 losing matchups? I mean, like, this Beast Bio is going to need heavy requirements to be even considered being, like, why does Rose Bio feel like Beast Bio? Why does Rose Bio, it feels like I'm playing as the remodeled BIollante because of how strong it is. Like, how can this go past the testing? Were they just not testing it correctly? Did they not test it enough? Did they not have enough time? Because surely, if they tested it like multiple times, this should not have gone through. Like something like Titanus Behemoth's heal, that heals 35% of his max HP, 2,400, doesn't hold a candle to leeching. One time during my stream today, I was at leeching 70. I could not die for 15 seconds. I regen 2,000 per second. I was unkillable. I mean, and to add on to this balancing nightmare, we have a Manila X nerf again. I mean, this is not what the video is about, but I mean, to be honest, I don't really care about that. I mean, I just care about this. How can this, like, just go through? Now, this Beast Bio is going to need, like, what, 7? This thing better require 700,000 G cells, 2 max kaijus. I mean, I'm sure this thing's going to be nerfed soon, and it better be. It better not be a situation like Millennium or Manda, where they haven't been nerfed yet, and they're still OP. Like, I mean, that how powerful video with Cobalt, it really, like, it honestly made me mad. Effortlessly beating every kaiju there, except Des, made me mad. You'd be like, oh yeah, finally, a new kaiju that's like super good. But this thing is so dirt cheap. It's not justifiably strong. It's supposed to be a predecessor to BIollante. Beast BIollante is one of the most hyped kaijus for KU. Yet this thing, it feels like Beast BIollante. Beast BIollante is going to have like max health of 9,000. But I mean, there's only so much you can. I mean, I predicted this. Whenever I first saw the showcases that those partner creators released, I'm like, this status effect, this kaiju, it's gonna be OP as hell. I mean, and I hate to be right. I hate to be right, but I can't not say I told you so. Like what? Like these status effects, shame. Put shame to fire or freeze, and we thought those were OP. what this thing needs a heavy nerf. I'm not talking like unusable, but the only things that should give leashing are the second ability and the third ability. But I mean, to compensate for the fourth ability not having any more leashing, it would need a damage buff, because I mean, it only does like 90 damage. Oh, and let's not forget, the fourth ability on Rose BIollante can be stacked to 6 times, giving you 650 damage melees, plus an extended hitbox in the first attack. Like, I hope I'm not the only one that thinks this way about Rose BIollante, because it's broken as hell. You don't even need to like know how to use this thing. Just put down a trap and wait. Just put down a trap and wait. Like, look. I mean, obviously this guy's AFK, but I'm already at link 5, 6, and I'm getting like all my HP back. And this is only tier 6. Imagine tier 70 that I was actually able to obtain today. Just absurd. Absurd, man. So, I mean, I know this has been kind of a lengthy rant, and I may have fumbled over my words a bit, but I mean, it's just uncut, raw, just ranting about this. I mean, it's a balancing disaster. This thing should not have even been close to the 70. Should have been more like Ebera's here. Ebera, I mean, Ebera's a very, like, mediocre kaiju. I mean, that's what this thing should have been. It's a requirement for a stronger kaiju. Why is this thing, like, feeling like the ultimate kaiju? Losing to 3 kaijus. Absurd, man. Absurd. But yeah, man, this has been me ranting about Rose BIollante. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoy the update while you can. I'd definitely suggest leveling up this thing as fast as possible before it gets nerfed, of course. So you guys have fun maxing your Rose BIollantes. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah, this has been me ranting about Rose BIollante. Hopefully it gets a nerf soon. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.